Hey there everybody, welcome to my first educational commentary on some gameplay that I had recently. This hopefully will be the first video in a series of many where I just kind of give my my analysis and thoughts on play-by-play of what I do in games, just to kind of, I guess, let people know what I'm thinking, potentially give, interesting insight for new players or people who just kind of want to learn how to play Lash or just, even learn about the game. Funnily enough, I have to mention this. I did record an entire live commentary of this while I was playing the game, and I was happy with it. It was great. I think I was doing pretty well, considering it was my first time doing a live commentary of my gameplay. But I actually noticed that at the end of the match, I did not have my microphone turned on for the entire recording. So here I am, post facto, just
winning isn't enough. You gotta do
commentating over a VOD. I actually did enjoy doing a live commentary, and I think it's good just for me to learn how to multitask and being able to commentate and also play the game at the same time. So hopefully future videos will be me just doing live commentary as I play. But nonetheless, I guess I should just start giving my thoughts about what's happening. So I'm playing Lash. I did try to get into the side lane, the yellow lane on the left, but I fortunately was not able to get a swap there. So I'm just stuck doing the blue lane, in the blue lane. Not the best for Lash, but it's definitely manageable. Shiv Vindictulane isn't great, but at least I have Billy. I guess as we're paused here, I can kind of give more context. For those who are not too familiar with Lash as a character, so he is probably one of the highest mobility characters in this game. Not necessarily meaning that his mobility is the best, but he is very heavily based around good movement. And because of his good movement, he is good at getting around the map and engaging in different fights. So that's kind of his job. He's essentially like a roamer pick character, which means he just, again, goes into fights, helps his team out. He doesn't act like a carry, which, for those who don't know, is basically their job is to just sit in the jungle or sit in a lane, get strong, and then start pushing objectives as the rest of the team fights. And then as they scale into late game, they participate more in fights and actually become usually the dominating damage source of the team. But yeah, so Lash lane is always very slow. You don't really do much damage until you get your full point 8k spikes. So I like to always try and play slower while hitting my abilities just to kind of get some sustain or damage off. And hopefully, if they're out of position, maybe a kill.
Going to shop.
Another reason I did want to swap out is because I don't think that Billy and Lash have the best synergy in terms of how they want to play in lane.
They can kill me, but I'll pop right back up.
I think Billy is a very burger box melee lover character, while Lash is more of a like a hit and run character. So here I take so much damage, and I was actually surprised how much damage I was taking. I was hoping my Billy would soak up some of that damage for me, but he kind of just waited until they used all their cooldowns on me. But that's okay. Not the end of the world. So yeah, this is my first ever commentary, educational commentary on my gameplay. I played this game for, I'd say, almost over a year, almost a year now. I started around the 6 Heroes update when they added characters like Paige and honestly, this game's got me addicted. This game is very, very fun. Ever since I learned how to play it and got more and more into it, it's just become like probably the dominating game that I want to play whenever I go online and decide to play a game. And I guess I just kind of want to be able to share that with people who aren't too familiar with the game or just kind of getting into it and help them learn to love it more or at least understand it more. Here I just see the shit going on my Billy. decided to do some damage. We actually do end up getting the kill because our Talon ends up ganking, which is really nice. That's pretty good. We were down a bit before, so now we're kind of back in the game there.
I
in the
see
lane.
the enemy.
But yeah, so this is kind of just, I guess, you know, me testing the waters for something new. It is kind of something I've thought about doing for quite a while, and this is essentially just me taking the first steps. I hope whoever watches this ends up enjoying it, ends up being productive and meaningful. Also, that Vindicta got jumped. That was a really good stun for my Billy off the vent. So she was kind of cooked after that. I think I do lose the Shiv here for a second and kind of spaz out, but you know, it happens. Even in Eternus V, it does happen. And this is a very silly interaction for my team as well. It's kind of like a Tom and Jerry short animation.
Good job.
That kill there.
Thank you.
One impossibly handsome asshole.
I see the enemy.
So yeah, the more and more we get kills, the more we want to kind of keep the momentum up. So now that we're slightly up on them because we've gotten 2 kills, we want to be looking for more damage, more fights. And as I start building more and more damage, I'm going to be able to actually produce that damage, not just, you know, have to be a sitting duck for a lot of the lane fights. So I do miss my slam there. Just in the veil, I can see him. Well, my ability looks to ult, so I'm trying to help him out. Look for an ult here. Actually get both. And the Talon hits the bird, which is amazing. Amazing bird with my Talon. I think let me check.
Oh, you're all about to enter LASHIN's world.
No, I think he only got credit for one of those kills. That's okay though. Yeah, we're getting kills here. We're building momentum. It's great. Always love to see this. It doesn't happen every time, especially on Lash, but what it does is really nice because now you just kind of get to play the character how you kind of feel like he's meant to be played, and just like go in and be, you know, do all these like stylish jumps and slams and shave off big portions of their HP. It's great. I do think the Vindicta actually kind of gives up in this lane at one point and decides to just go gank. She's had enough. Which, you know what, I don't blame her. Lash is a very good character against Vindicta just because he's good at getting her out of the sky. And while she's in the air, she's kind of a sitting duck. So as long as you bait out her cooldowns, it's kind of easy to do all that. Even with ult too. Lash does kind of dominate the sky.
I see
at least for the most part. A good Lash, I'd say. I shouldn't say just any Lash. I think Lash does have a pretty hard learning curve.
Going to shop.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pages missing.
I think lane always is kind of pretty straightforward and pretty, I guess I wouldn't say stale, but kind of repetitive in terms of how you play it every game. There's never usually that much variety to it, unless something really interesting happens, but so far it's just, you know, me trying to get some damage off. We do have a Talon, so he's always going to be looking for birds, whether it be on, you know, our lane or a different lane. If I do remember correctly, I think our Talon actually ended up getting like 80 stacks for his bird, which is insane. I mean, that's just that's 80 spirit power added to his kit, which essentially is like almost all of his damage except his 2.
Need help on yellow. Is missing.
He is still Gun Talon, but Gun Talon still has a lot of damage potential just because of that scaling spirit off of his bird when you use
Headed to
kills.
York.
This Victor does clean
Don't
up that
make me hurt you.
Let's push
So I
Broadway.
think she's starting to feel it. She's 0 and 3. Just like, I don't want to be in blue anymore. I guess that's why she was over there.
You sure? Okay.
Kind of knew she wasn't going to be able to get much off of us because we're pretty strong, pretty, you know, just staying up full HP.
Show me what you got. You don't got what it takes.
You go for another ult here. I wait for a sec because I actually wanted to bait out his shiv ult, but
like it.
kind of just waited for it.
Let's push blue.
Or he kind of didn't use it, I should say. But that's okay. We get the kill, and then we're gonna get the tower here, and then that's a pretty easy lane. I'd
Thank
say.
you.
Easier than a lot of the
Advantage
matches.
of Greenwich.
I do decide to go gank here because I see 3
Okay.
on green, but my ability calls out
Heel's almost ready.
Celeste and doubles, so I come to support him here and get the kill. Just ignoring the slam there, I went into blind. Okay. I do duck out for a sec just because I have ball on me. I don't want that to bounce on my ability again. And kill. Like I said, we're snowballing here.
How it's done.
We're catching people out of position. Not even honestly, in that case, it wasn't even out of position, but she's just by herself doing doubles while we're over there roaming in the jungle. But anyway, we're just looking for kills. That's essentially my job, is to look for kills, to roam around, help my team in any way I can. When I have my ult up, I can always try and look for an ult. It's not always gonna be, you know, like a big 3, 4, 5, you know, even 6-man ult, but sometimes it's just a 1-man ult, and you know what? That's fine. Getting a 1-man ult off when it's really gonna suit the team is perfectly okay for Lash. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise, by the way. Solo ulting on Lash is fine if you need to. It's not one of those ults that you really need to save for big team fights, I'd say. Like with the Dynamo ult or a Page ult. It's an ult you can kind of just like safely rip, let's say, when you have it, just to get the kill. The ult itself isn't really great, just because of as you scale more and more into the game, there's just more and more accessibility for the enemies to just dodge it or deny it. This was a pretty silly interaction between me and the Abrams. I missed that parry, unfortunately. I thought he was going to go for one after he pinned me, but he didn't make contact with the Guardian, so he wasn't able to get that free melee off, so maybe that's why he didn't go for it. But we lose Guardian, that's not a big deal. It's 11.5 minutes. Guardians don't really mean that much. Honestly, if a Guardian is staying up past 15 minutes, then I think that something bad's happening. Like someone's having a tough lane. The Victor and the Shiv were having a fight here, I remember, and I think the Victor died first, and the Shiv died to his bloodletting passive. So the bag was just kind of there sitting, so I went to go get it for him. Now that I have a big bag, I do want to spend that. Don't want to walk around with a bag that I could drop if I die.
Someone's gonna be bleeding on the concrete.
Do get entire stamina mastery. That will be our green 4.8k there, which honestly is really good on Lash. Just having a green 4.8k means you get to stay in fights longer, put out more damage. Stamina mastery is a key element, I'd say, to every Lash's kit. You should always buy it. Him having that added mobility to his already very good mobile kit is insane. It is comeback earned, so we decide to wait for them to actually depot it first, and then we're gonna go for. I didn't know the Page had knockdown yet. Honestly, I should probably check or even assume. So that was on me, but at least I do force out a lot of their cooldowns and abilities. So kind of just get back in the fight. I'm fine to fighting. So. Killing that Abrams, that's really good. Victus gets low, Page is low as well, even Celeste is getting low. At this point I'm just like, fuck it, I go in, kill that Celeste, get that Vindicto, and kill that Page too. I mean, that's over half their team dead, and we're already pushing the Walker, so we just start shooting the Walker here. And that's a Walker at before 15 minutes. That's pretty good, honestly.
They destroyed the Guardian on yellow.
That's really good. This Victor over here, very ecstatic about it too. The team is good, and I agree. The team is really good. We did have a lot of good communications. One of the things I'm kind of also very bummed out about about losing the live commentary from the recording is that you also don't. It doesn't pick up the comms that my team made. My team made a lot of good comms. Like all the rotates I made and stuff were based off of my team's communications. We had a lot of good cohesiveness and cooperation going. So I guess that's why I decided to actually, you know, do a post commentary of this after the fact, because it was just such a good game. I didn't want to like just scrap it just because I lost the live commentary.
Let's push Broadway.
Did you get it? I'm playing.
This
I
Abrams
see Abrams.
trying to go for me is funny. Just kind of run away from him. I do see my Billy needs help. I did not realize, and honestly this is probably on me for not looking at the map. Maybe they were showing on map, but I thought it was just Vindicta, so I do end up dying here. It is unfortunate. And also, I didn't even realize she had counterspell at this point, so now that I know, that is something I'll have to bait out before I decide to ult her or slam her out of the air. Let's see if we look at somebody. The Pocket is fighting the Shiv. Oh.
Just breathe.
Barely lives. That bleed decay combo off Shiv is scary as hell. Because that bleed will do current HP damage while the Shiv the bleeds do lethal damage, so it just takes you down.
Walker is under attack.
This is the thing, Affliction with Spirit Burn on Pocket is so strong, just because you can stack that non-lethal damage with the lethal damage from Spirit Burn and just tick people down to death if they're low enough. I'm getting sidetracked talking about Pocket items for Pocket. I go here, I see Vindicta, but she's walking out. I'm just like, eh. Not worth going in, probably dying again, because as long as she has counterspell, she's pretty much safe from me doing much to her.
They destroyed the Guardian
I
on
do want to
Greenwich.
come over and help on green here.
The light will dwindle away.
Fight was indoors for a second. I probably should have went to the left, 'cause that's where they were coming out, but I do stay engaged. We go over to this Vindicta, but I think she's able to get out.
Thanks.
Yeah, right now we're just kind of moving as a unit right now. Death balling, as they call it. Looking for a pick. Something that we could use to potentially get mid off, because mid's up right now. Even though it's at 17 minutes, if we get a pick or two, we could force it, because we have some pretty good contesting ults and even contesting abilities like Great Talon Trap, against wall, such things like that. I even have ult, and I think Lash ult is pretty decent at contesting mid, so long as they don't have the items to
Take the king's
kind of negate your
Green
ult,
Walker is under attack.
which, you know, it always ends up being, especially in this rank, that they're gonna end up getting that stuff just because they just know to do that.
I sound good.
It does get frustrating late game when you end up grabbing 5 people, but they all have Indomitable or Counterspell or just something to not get grabbed. So you end up getting no one, or you end up getting, you know, like one person.
I see Vindicta. Headed to Greenwich.
I mean, it happens though.
I see the enemy.
They're running with the urn.
I guess that's what makes Lash so fun, is that it's really rewarding when you do get a big Lash hold off. Is because you had to work for it. Especially if you're in late game. This Shiv is just kind of standing there. Does get out, I think? Does he TP? My Pocket does afflict him. I do hear him in the Veil there. Honestly, in hindsight, I probably should have just gone on him, because I did see he was there. Or I did hear him. but I wanted to help Earn. Unfortunately, we did not contest, so we kind of lost out on both there.
Here I come.
Just trying to help against the Graves. This Paige is playing pretty out of position, so I'll look at her next. With a corner. She knocks me down, but it's like, what the hell is that gonna do? I'm on the ground.
I see Shiv.
It's always funny to see a Paige use knockdown on Lash just because, you know, like, it's the character I bought an item for in the first place. So why not?
Why you are a legend.
I shouldn't say that though, because we have Great Talon as well. It is good against the Great Talon.
A blue walker is under attack.
But it is mostly for me. Mostly for when I ult.
Well, someone's looking to make a statement.
I do get the Alk Fire here, just because it's in the build, but also it is a really good item for Lash to have. Gives you a little bit extra spirit power, good area of effect zone for you to put on an objective. There's a lot of AoE objectives in this game, so I guess it just makes it better.
I see the enemy.
And also you got that ticking damage and the lowered bullet resist for your gun characters. So characters like Billy, we have Talon, we have McGinnis has a little bit of gun. Just anybody, honestly, even the non-gun characters, we just do extra damage. Extra damage is always great. Graves just die here.
I don't have the luxury of mercy today.
The Shiv unfolds, Victor didn't go down there, so I just look to get out.
Pull back.
Do you think I die here? Yeah, because I just get knocked down, so there's not much I can do. Definitely was unfortunate. Stayed in there for too long. What is good though is that we're split pushing both of their other walkers. So I think we do end up getting blue and yellow here. They go for mid, which is, I'd say, pretty hard for us to contest, but it's also worth contesting at the same time. Mid's always worth contesting if you can.
Broadway.
If you can't, then you know it is what it is. But let's spectate my
Engaging. The rejuvenator is
I am up, so I want to like kind of. We get one, that's great. We get two, coming in, ready to ult. Grab two, and my Talon immediately nukes them both out of my hands. It's so funny. So he gets the stacks both there. That's great. That ends up being a positive trade for us. We get 3 down, and we got 1 extra rejuve. 4 down now. Now we just kind of decide to take their jungle because there's a lot of their farm up, and making them any poorer is always great. Making us richer is great. You know, just like the politicians, we always want to get richer. We want everyone else to get poorer. For legal reasons, that is a joke, but you know, something to lighten the mood. I do want this Delph here, so excuse me, Pocket. I think I do in that. You know, I've been contributing to the team in ways, so I think I deserve. He said, "Go watch VOD." No point talking. Seems like there was a little bit of back and forth frustration on their team. One thing that you miss from doing live commentary while you play, that you get from watching a VOD, is you actually get to see what the enemy team is typing in their team chat. And it looks like they're not too happy with each other, which, you know, honestly, I don't blame them because they just lost 2 walkers and then mid. So, it was not good for them at all. At this point, we still have 1 rejuve, so we can look for something. They're playing really aggressive for having no rejuve. I hear the Celestial, so I'm just looking to kind of shoot her and get her out of our jungle. Not going to be able to kill her because that character is so fast. Her naturally low gravity makes her very good at getting out. Yeah, we're just kind of doing a team fight, which I just think they should not be doing. So just do that. See, the Paige is out of position again, so I just go on her. I do actually end up losing her, I believe. This Arctic Blast from the Graves, just a strange buy.
They could be hiding anywhere.
Wow, I think this page actually was right behind me and I didn't even hear her. That's funny. That's funny to see that though. I thought she was just out. Already.
The spirit urn is waiting to be claimed.
That air looks for the pin there. Just barely swerved that. That shift there. Yeah, it's not really much for me to say right now because we're kind of just like snowballing and we're just like continuously taking team fights. There's not really much, I guess, like tactical thought being put into it. It's just kind of like a let's just wait for them to make a mistake while we're pushed up and then just capitalize on it because we're so strong. I do buy Spirit Burn here. In retrospective, I maybe should have bought Unstoppable first because it is such a good item for Lash, and they did have, you know, knockdown and some other stuns that would have been annoying to deal with just generally for Lash.
Death slams
We
ready.
take Urn here.
Ready to drop a heal.
I don't remember if it was comeback or not. But we fight this. Just kind of
I see Vindicta.
waiting to engage.
Here's the grand finale.
I get knocked down again. That's exactly why I was thinking maybe I should have bought Unstoppable first, so that doesn't happen. But the Spirit Burn is also really good with our Tom. Strong item. I do try to go back to help my team out with the Shiv because he is kind of annoying the fuck out of our back line. That's what Shiv be doing. Little Tom and Jerry action again here. Some silly shenanigans. We do pick up that kill though. The rest of my team is currently pushed up. But I don't really have much else of a choice but to reset because of how low I am. I don't want to get picked off by that Vindicta. Them having the Shiv execute and the Vindicta execute is very scary for fighting when you're on low health, so it's always something you need to take into consideration. If they have a character that can execute you or just do a lot of damage to you the lower you are in HP wise, you always want to like watch out for that. So like Venator, Mina with her rake, Vindicta ult, Shiv ult, stuff like that. Always worth considering before you do anything. Especially even Apollo as well, because I know that does extra damage when you're below half HP.
Them from delivering the urn.
So they go for Urn here. We are down 1 60-second cooldown. I don't remember the comms here, which again is why it's like so awesome to just have the live commentary and have the team's comms be included, just to kind of also get the viewer thinking like, what's the team saying? What's the team thinking?
York needs help.
Rather than just my own thoughts. But we end up giving Urn here, I believe. Trying to tell that Billy to get off of there. So we were gonna go on this Graves instead. I think it was a comeback Urn, so it was not really any point in contesting it. Yeah, that thing is capping pretty fast. So we just go on this Graves and save our yellow leg. I do kill that Graves before my Talon got the bird off, so he didn't get the stack. I did apologize for that, but it's not a big deal. It really isn't that crucial because we're already winning. And like let's look at his stacks so far. He's got 80 stacks. Like he's good. He's good. He's doing lots of damage, lots and lots of damage.
Mid-boss has arrived.
Mid is up. I think we decide just to do it. So on here, I got ult. I'm good to go.
Under attack.
Probably should have thrown my Outfire down. That would have been pretty good to do just to burn the boss faster. You know, you gotta do what you gotta do. If you don't remember to do it, then I throw it down now. I do get 3, which is really good, but I don't think we're punching, which kind of sucks. We're only able to get 1 there. I was looking at this page, seeing if I could kill her, but yeah, that didn't stun either, which I was really confused on. So I just can't really chase her anymore.
afford to get caught off guard.
I think if I get that stun there, I would have definitely been able to kill her. She actually commends me here too, which is a little, a little form of BM players be doing with you. Things like that happen, so I just thought it was funny. I do get stuck for a second because of that Meganis wall, but I am okay. I used a lot of cooldowns on me, a lot of items. So that's less items that the rest of my team has to do with. I might go for this movement before I do anything else, just so
You can't stop me.
I'm able to move around more. Hence,
Stop
movement.
them from
Movement
delivering
buff
the
gives
urn.
movement. Wow, water's wet, guys. Anyway. Yeah, okay, so over half their team's dead. The Celeste is about to be up, but they're just taking her to the base, so we look to get a shrine here. It's at this point when I really wish I had Unstoppable, because I could just rip an ult the moment I get it. Over here, I'm going to look for some damage on the Celeste. Our Victor does die, unfortunately. We get the shrine, so we're just trying to get out now. Because
That one's on Lash.
their team is starting to come back up. I'm getting dies too, it's not very good. They're probably going to be able to just get earned now. Don't really have much else choice but to move back, but now I finally have my Unstoppable. Something I definitely should have bought earlier.
Deliver the urn.
I'll say that as many times as I need to so I can get that racked in my brain for future games and future commentaries. Buy Unstoppable first if they have the stuns. Let's buy the item that counters the stuns that they're buying against you. We decide to give her in there. She doesn't have much else choice. It's a comeback and down here. So. Doing a little back and forth with Celeste here. Just kind of some silly acrobat hit fighter interaction. We can't really kill each other, honestly. Celeste and Lash, just because of how much movement we have. You end up getting that Graves kill, which is big, and the talent gets the stun and stack there. So now he's got 100 stacks. Wow, that is insane. So he's got 331 spirit power. That is ridiculous. That is insane to me. That how much spirit power Talon can end up getting if he snowballs like that is wow. Pretty good though, My team was very good this game. I think we were all doing pretty solid. Our Billy was struggling a bit. I'd say probably the most out of anybody on our team, but it was just by a slight margin because we were all still doing really well. I do see these two going on my Graves and not Graves, Victor. Wrong dead type person. Victor and Talon. So I'm just trying to help him out. I was thinking about ulting the Celeste, but honestly, I don't know. I thought maybe we could have just killed her without it, and I think we ended up killing her without it, because I thankfully hit the slam on her. So I was able to do the damage and kind of pushing her out.
You're outclassed.
That Abrams is kind of oh, you know what? I actually remember this. Just barely parried that Abrams there. That was crazy from me. Just like the near threshold that I was able to actually parry out of that Abrams ult stun. It let me live there. He was unstoppable too, so he didn't even get stunned from me. He could have probably just shot me and killed me, but he didn't. Too concerned with getting out, I guess. But yeah, just barely saved my own life there. Pretty cool to see.
You have a good eye.
So now they're down 2. We're up quite a bit. I think we just like look to take farm.
Station's on cooldown.
If we want to group blue just to fight too and try and take another shrine, we could, but I don't know. At this point, I don't think we do because their timers are almost up and they got a Gravesol on blue. That's just annoying to deal with. Gravesol is just annoying to deal with. Well, the zombies. And it's placed back so far, so it's not even worth trying to pop it. I was looking for this ship to go on talent. Kind of
Or do
baiting
you
a
want me
bit
to
for that.
slap you around some more?
But no dice, which is okay. We're kind of playing. They're playing by our tempo right now. So they're definitely the ones pressured to like kind of get something off of us. We already have one shrine, all their walkers and stuff, so we can just take the space we need. Take the jungle much easier than they can. I do have ball on me, so I want to just stay away from my teammates for a sec. It is back up. Want to probably look for a pit or something before we do that. This Victor is kind enough to save movement buff for me, which is very nice. Good thank him for that. Save movement buff is probably best for Lash. Amongst this entire team comp, definitely best for Lash. Let me see. Do we actually? No, we're just looking blue for a
Let's
bit.
take out Abrams.
You see this Graves is out of position. I don't know what the heck she was doing. Dying. And I remember this. Just get my revenge on this page here. So
I see Abrams.
and then I think I pause here for a sec just to commend her back, just for a little BM, little banter. It's all in good fun, but it's just silly.
Or do you want me
I
to
think I actually
slap
do
you
get under her
around
skin a
some
bit
more?
too because she types out in
Good
a
job.
all chat after that. Oh no, we'll see here. We'll see here. If I remember correctly. Oh, yep, good command. Yep. Definitely getting under her skin there. So we're doing the psychological battle there. Winning mental warfare. We just dropped the patron here and we're doing mid at the same time, so we've got really good pace.
The spirit urn is waiting to be
Kind of looking to don't mind yelling in case.
Apologies.
That bird does that bird connect? Oh no, he counterspelled. Yeah. If it did though, I think that actually would have killed him. Me struggling to melee these skills. Always so funny to see.
Cooldown.
I think here I just wait for ult. Oh, there's the pause. Genuinely. Oh, yep, they're raging at each other. This is again the type of stuff you would have missed if it was a live commentary and not a VOD commentary. If you have played decent and at least one game today. Oh, that's what the page was referring to. I was confused what she was talking about.
Ready.
In all chat. Anyway, I go for an ult here. I do grab the shiv out of spawn, which is so funny. But yeah, we just clean up the patron there. So overall, pretty solid game. There's not really much else to say besides like it's just a case of us deathballing and having really
ready
good
to
team
hunt larger
communication.
game.
Our very talent was for sure the MVP. Like he got like I don't even know how many stacks by the end of that. Over 100 for sure. Like, will it tell me if I see now? I don't know. It won't. Anyway, yeah. So that was my first educational commentary from one of these games. I thought this was a really good game to kind of give commentary for, and that's why I thought it was worth taking the time to do a commentary of the VOD, even though I lost the I didn't get any voice commentary because my mic was off because I'm kind of unk when it comes to using technology. So, but anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you're new to this game, hopefully it helped you kind of understand just like the mindset of a Eternus player, or just how to play in general. Because even though it's an Eternus, like all these concepts and stuff that I'm talking about can be applied to any rank really. It just so happens that in Eternus you tend to get more cooperation, more communication, more comms, stuff like that, and also I guess more efficient mechanics and game sense. It's just natural. It's just natural. It's how you expect to see it as you go higher in the ranks. But also, if you're not familiar with this game at all, and this is just kind of something that's completely new to you, but you thought it would be interesting to just kind of like take a look, I hope that this kind of put you on the track towards maybe looking more into this game, because I do recommend to try this game out if you can. It is invite only, but I mean, you know what? Hit me up if you want an invite. I'm so down to invite more people to this game. This game is so fun. I feel like it needs to be shared with more people. It's not out yet, but the more players that it gets, the more popular it's going to be once it does come out. And I think this is honestly probably going to be one of the next big things coming out. It's definitely highly anticipated. But yeah, again, I hope you enjoyed. This was hopefully the first video in a series of educational commentaries to come, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.